Starting off walking straight through the university campus. Felt a bit weird initially. Oh, this ain't a good sign. I'm puffing and panting already. Yeah, very last minute decision to come here. Yeah, the realisation hit that I'm not hiking on, running, I'm going to say regularly, but pretty much at all. I'm averaging once every couple of months hiking, but it feels like my fitness dropped off a cliff. Oh, look at that. And the realisation is also that May is coming around very quickly. Got the Cumbria away in about 4 weeks. So I'm not ready for that, it's an understatement. So yeah, not ready for the Cumbria way at all. But I go to Crete a week and a half afterwards, so hopefully eyes on the prize and we manage it. But I've told my friend who I'm doing it with that I'm more than happy to tap out if I need to. Oh, this is stunning. I've already gone wrong once. Oh, this is beautiful. Down into Ambleside and Windermere obviously behind it. So yeah, while I get my breath back and come past this relatively flat bit, just going through another final sheepfold and then we're on Fellside. I was actually saving Fairfield Horseshoe for my last ever hike. And something I'm already glad I've gone back on is that I was going to wild camp it and have Nabscar as my last Wainwright and camp on there. But another thing is when I've looked at other videos of this, I must have seen maybe 10 videos, and even the ones who have started from Ambleside, they've always done it the other way around. So Nabscar first. But one, I was always planning on Nabscar being my last ever Wainwright, and two, that area, like I said before on my Silver Hell video, Grassmere, Rydal, Elterwater, Lough, they're the areas I've spent the most amount of time at, and I love it. So that's the main reason why I always wanted to do this way. But the book that I loosely base my hikes on my bagging hikes also has it coming this way. I need a breather. But yeah, it's like I said at the beginning, a lot of people that do the Horseshoe don't do Stone Arthur, because by all accounts it's a bloody horrible detour. You've got to drop down from the main Horseshoe about 200-250 metres to it, and to get back on the Horseshoe We've got to go all that way back up. Although, that's another reason for doing it this way. The book that I have used has said when you're coming back up, lose as little elevation as you can, deviate right, and make your way across the gill and then climb back up. So it cuts out the majority of that slog back uphill. Now, none of my mapping apps has that as a path, but I'm hoping when we get to it or near it, we'll be able to see a sort of trodden path, because it must be relatively well worn. So this is the far end of Horseshoe. I'd say most videos I've seen, they've gone up that way. Apparently the first descent is very steep, but I think another way of thinking is that's the only area I know, and I know that I love it, so save that for last. Little morale booster for last bit. So obviously I've got to come down off there. I don't know if you can see. Obviously straight down to there now, so it's a longer walk than doing it other way. I suppose it's not, it's the same distance obviously, but usually you prefer the end part of the hike to be closer to the car, but got to do what works for you, haven't you? Oh, you beauty, that's got to be up there. So I believe, well, you won't be able to see it, we're just poking out at cloud. I'm going to hazard a guess that's High Pike, if that indeed is Low Pike. I'd be very surprised if it's not. And that is indeed Low Pike. Quite wet underfoot here. Definitely been some rain lately after the couple of week drought that they've had, which has given us a new social media buzzword of tinderbox dry. Like I say, when I did Northern Fells, that were like that. It had not rained for 5 weeks. Ooh. Full bottle. I think it's first time in my life, especially considering my skin complexion, that I've gone through a full bottle of sun cream. I couldn't use me insect repellent after day 3 because the bottle had melted into a triangle. And yeah, although I was quite glad for it with the Coldbeck Fells, because that was very, very spongy underfoot, and that's after a 5-week drought. I've warmed up now, heart rate's a tiny bit bare. I think any first ascent's always a bit of a lung buster in it. There were a couple that were way ahead of me. When I said I nearly went wrong, well, not wrong, but I nearly didn't go on the right path before that rocky bit. I think they continued on it, so it's good to know that it is quicker. Yeah, see you on summit. Welcome to Low Pike. Not the most obvious summit, weirdly. Oh. Tell you what, that last ascent was a punch. Bloody hell. Can't see both tapping, but oh, I want to say 523, but not that, but 508. I'm adding numbers on there. Looking back towards Low Pike there, it looks like an actual sort of summit now, but it's definitely not when you're there. Getting very slightly lightheaded. Took my bag off to deploy the poles. My back is soaking. ever so slight breeze. Could do with a tiny bit more, but I'm sure once we get onto the higher tops it'll soon cool down. I think it still said when I checked last night that Fairfield may feel like -3, and to be honest I'd quite happily sunbathe in that at the minute. Oh. I feel relatively alright though. I'm a bit worried for that first half hour and we've not even got onto Fellside yet. But I'm hoping I get a couple of more miles into it and then get into my stride a bit. Yeah, that's definitely going to be quite the punch. But there's not much distance between them. It's you've got that to sort of keep you motivated. I'll assess the situation with Stone Arthur. There it is. That's got to be another one further on there. Slightly nicer ascent, that one. Oh, God, it's got to be it. Let's check, because I've been guilty of this before. Although, there's no what else it can be. Sun cream time. Oh, beautiful stuff. I think by the time we get to Fairfield, they should have all blown through. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to getting this bag off. You won't be able to pick that up on camera. You're just about to see, you can just about to see Low Pike. Oh yeah. It's just been consulting the map, and it's just gone under cloud again. The little trig point that said looks like it could be the next one. It's not. It's actually cairn for Scandale Head. So a couple of videos ago, coming down off Red Screes, visibility being 0, till a big gust of wind blew all the clag out and opened the views up. That was Scandale Pass, was just to the left of that, which is down below. So if I'm thinking right, behind that clag is the route down we took from Red Screes. Because also what I forgot to mention is on that route there was, I'll not blame my friend Alan, but it was his fault. Bit of confusion on whether Low and High Crag was a Wainwright or not, and he swore blind it wasn't, and I was that knackered I won't get my map out, and I was daft really. But so when we came back up that col, we walked past the side of it but didn't actually visit the summit. So the three of us that were there, we had a bit of a discussion about whether you can class it as being ticked off or not. I suppose it depends on whether you're of the mindset that you're doing the Wainwrights or you're doing the Wainwright summits. Because if you're thinking as you're just doing the Wainwrights, you're technically on the fell, but you can't exactly say you've ticked off the summit if you haven't been to the summit, have you? So them two said count it, but it's annoying me a little bit, that doubt. Say we're bloody 20 foot off of it or something. There's just a couple of like slabby rocks and we just skirted past it to get to High Hart's up dod. I just wish for the extra 30 seconds we'd just bloody done it. But yeah, just shows, doesn't it? If you're on a hike like that, you don't hurt even if you don't think it's wood. It's how I did the dods. There was, I can't remember what they're called now. I think white pike were one of them. And there were another one, but yeah. Anyway. But yeah, when I plotted this route, I was going to add the extra couple of miles to go to Little Hart Crag today, which once we get to the next one, you sort of deviate off. So that's just over a mile each way. But obviously it's pretty much all down and all up. And yeah, it's just not happening. It's a beautiful day. We're in the clag now, but it's obviously just distance that's affected. Sun creamed myself up, had a little bit of a breather on High Pike, and the little naked bar thing has just given me fucking chronic toothache. And we're 2 hours in, 6.5k, which 4 mile. So we're just touching a third of the way done, which is a 4, 8, 12. Yeah, fucking hell. I'm slowing this down. I know they can. I believe. It's hard to tell what the camera will pick up when it's all hazy. Lovely ascent to Dove Crag. Nothing too strenuous about that at all. We'll get on up here. Not holding out much hope for Fairfield being clear by the time we get there. It's all clagging in now, which is a tad annoying, but I guess I'll live. I was hoping to be able to see Little Hart Crag, but computer says no. I weren't wrong about having to dip down and then back up again. That definitely looks a bit more imposing. Oh. Might be more because half of it you can't see. Yeah, I've definitely changed from gentle grassy terrain to ankle breaker territory. Cool enough now as well, which is good. Although it would be nice, I mean it's not going to happen because wind isn't strong enough, but it would be nice if it blew away by the time we get to Fairfield, because I'm planning on sitting having my sandwich there. Don't always get what we want, Noah. Well, to be fair, just come down off there and that's felt like nothing. Oh, positive thinking, eh? For once. Just had to have another look, seeing as we've got some views over there. And down the valley in the distance, that's Hartsop. That's where Sykeside campsite is. The ridge across here is Hartsop above Howe. And in the distance, you've got Arneson Crag, Berks, and just behind the crag there will be St Sunday Crag. So that's another one of my routes in the entirety. From Patterdale up Berks, Arneson Berks, St Sunday, Fairfield, and you drop down here, Hartsop above Howe, and then into, I can't remember what the little place is called before you get back into Patterdale, but yeah, that'll be for another day. Just behind here is where I can, well, camera won't, but I can just about pick up High Hartsop Dodd, but Little Hart Crag's just behind there. Yeah, let's get this done. There we go. Hart Crag. No, not again. I thought I'd got away with it. I think that's it over there. Oh. There you are. See, we got my initial on it. Some bell end. Anyway, let's get down and up now. I think I'm ready for my sandwich. If we can find the bloody path. These rocks, bloody hate these rocks. Absolutely lethal. It's just like a wall now. It's just ridiculous. Just past the fell runner coming the other way. There's no wind at all on summits. And obviously Fairfield's the highest point. So I'm hoping that wall stays there so we get a bit of summit. But like he says, it's still beautiful. Still glad to be out. Pete's been at work. Absolutely beautiful view of the Deepdale Horseshoe there that I said about before. Hartsop above Howe. I think that's St Sunday Crag that's finally come into view. Berks and Arneson Crag. That's stunning. It's an absolute wall of clag. Crazy. Crazy. Tempted to film mountain rescue. See if they can bloody find me fitness. Can there. Apparently once we get to the top of this bit, it's just a big plateau across to Fairfield. But we'll see. I can just see two people on summit there. So I'm very thankful for this little plateau walk. I can't bloody speak. I've just seen as well the path coming down off. It's gone again now. So it's Sunday Crag. I've just had my first look at Cofer Pike because looking up, he said to be careful there when it's windy because it's a very narrow ridge, and that looks brutal coming down off St Sunday Crag to go up and over Cofer Pike and then up here. Fucking hell. I do apologise, they weren't on the summit. This is the summit. but this isn't catching up at all. There's Coffer Pike. Oh dear, that is stunning. Seeing as I didn't get one on my dedicated video, there's a few seat sandal there. And left to right you've got Dollywagon Pike, Nethermost, Helvellyn, Catster Cam. You just about see Birkhouse Moor. Now we get, now the clag's blown away a little bit, we're getting his first view of Great Rigg. And beyond that will be Heron Pike and Abscar, I believe. Windermere back in shot. I don't know what that light is down there. Lovely stuff. Second leg now, there's summits that we've already done. Glad that the clag hasn't completely spoiled it, it's been coming in and out. Nice little rest on Fairfield. Looking back towards Fairfield there. These summits they look a lot more imposing than what they are. I think it's just distance and elevation could be sort of misleading. Look at the clag we've had there, it's ridiculous. Right, now we've got some views, we've got Seat Sandal coming across, Steel Fell, behind it you've got the Ridge, Calf Crag, Gibson Knot, Helm Crag, behind that Tarn Crag, Blee Rigg, Silver How. Oh, I can see Side Pike and Lingmore Fell. So the whole of the Coniston range. Let's see, 4, definitely 3 of the Langdale Pikes. And there'll be the others behind that I've not done yet, so I'm not going to bother guessing. Yeah, it's coming out to be bloody lovely. Bloody false summit in reverse is this. Every time you come down a level, you're like, right, this must be it. And I'm still not convinced it's that. How much elevation we've dropped there? That's the next one. Whatever it's called. Heron Pike. Must be 3 more summits there. Anyway, but yeah, we're nearly back down at bloody ground level. The grass mere down there. But we'll see if we can find this little shortcut across the gill. It don't look bad at all, but I've not seen the actual gill yet. Although it does look like there's not a very well trodden path at all to get up. There's one that skirts across about 2/3 up, but it goes underneath the fells. Unless that's it I can see. But yeah, we'll have a look. I think we've got to come back up here. But got plenty of time. I think it's only just gone bloody 12. nearly done. Over here, and the views are plentiful. I'm just going to go to the furthest point because I didn't have something to touch. And the crag's buggered off now too. So I've come all the way off piste there. I've not followed that sheep trod. I've had to come higher. My ankles are, oh, my left ankle's pretty battered. But yeah, we've cut out the massive, well, say the massive. We've not had to go right to the top and come back down. I have managed to skirt across. So, but yeah, I'm in two minds whether it would have been better to just get on path. Bloody views are beautiful now. It's been bugging me since the descent of Stone Arthur. Right in the distance, the sort of point. Must be Bowfell because I've said it before, and then to the right there's a V. I'm certain that's Scafell and Scafell Pike. Only last video, it's the first time I've ever seen it knowingly, but just shows once you start getting your bearings. Well, Coniston Fells there. Oh, it's a beautiful day, it's properly opened up. Heron Pike, penultimate Wainwright. I'm just going to confirm, let's go to VAR. Signal's shocking. Not that it matters. Apparently this one's it. But I would have hazarded a guess. No, it's there. It's that one there. Quickly tag it, that's absolutely done my bloody head in that. Keep backtracking. I can't be it, that is ridiculous. That'll do, there we go. Navscar, please be quick. Battery's on 20%. Still got Navscar and the descent, and then a longish trudge back. I've no idea how to get to the car. Can't imagine it being difficult. Oh yeah. Navscar, walks past it again. Well, almost. I'm losing my bearings. Well, I was in the plot. Took a while for the signals to catch up. Still said I was a fair bit away. I thought this Ken's got to be it. Ah, there, look at that. Completely forgot about leaving it to last until a couple of minutes ago then. Look at that, I wouldn't have wanted to bloody camp the whole route, for Christ. Doing this with a full bag. Bleeding hell. Beautiful. Still a fair bit to go now. Oh, it's tail end, that's Rigg Fell. So just follow this for a bit and then apparently it descends very steeply into Ambleside. Finally descended down there. I honestly don't know which way around I'd prefer to do this route. I saw it on a Facebook page. Fucking hell, it right at the bleeding, I nearly did myself an injury. Mischief even, fuck's sake. Yeah, Facebook page, someone were asking which way around to do it. Most people said going up Navscar first and going around that way. But obviously I've already spoke about why I've done it this way. I don't know what I'd have preferred. Getting that ascent out of the way first, probably a decent idea, but I'd have probably felt the same as I do now on Low Pike there. Yeah, I was alright until Heron Pike. Absolutely goose now. Just through this gate, and this is where it merges with the Coffin route, and one more steep hill although a short one, and then we're going through the grounds of Rydal Mount, and then across the sort of fields and woods to the car. Not far off now. Might be the last time I speak, so thanks for watching. If I say ought to film, I'll film it. If not, siddy.
You want to leave this place where we grew up, this old town, just put it all behind. Remember you and I would always find somewhere to hide when we were kids, so we could see and hear the water run. The river's gonna cry when you're gone.